Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel and happy Sunday morning. And for those of you who are celebrating today, happy Easter. Or as I used to say where I came from, Easter. So good morning, and I hope you have a wonderful Easter Sunday. And I hope you get to do some things even though we can't go out and have lots of people in. We can still do our own little Easter egg hunts or scavenger hunts and just enjoy each other, FaceTime, talking over the phone and so on. We're going to have a nice dinner later today, and I'm cooking, as I mentioned, I think earlier, a spiral cut ham, which of course will give us a spiral cut ham for 50 dinners. There's only 2 of us, but we'll have all kinds of leftover ideas maybe after Easter. But we love ham, so we'll use it up, I'm sure. And it can freeze. So today I'm going to make the potatoes to go along with the ham. And I'm going to make, I guess, what's most commonly known as funeral potatoes, although I have a little twist on it. But it's not the recipe I'm using. This is a recipe I have. And it says Ore-Ida hash brown casserole. This recipe, I would say, is close to 30 years old. So it's funny that some of these recipes have lasted forever and ever. I have the oven preheated to 350. This is also, you might say, a copycat recipe of the breakfast cheesy potato casserole from Cracker Barrel. And the reason it could be a copycat of that is because I'm going to use, after I finish throwing it on the floor, a bag of Colby and Monterey Jack, which I believe is the cheese that they use at the Cracker Barrel. And I'm going to show you a substitute. I don't have any sour cream, and it calls for sour cream. And I'm not going to the store to get sour cream, but I do have Greek yogurt. And Greek yogurt is a good substitute for sour cream. So we're going to make it today with the sour cream, and I'll let you know how it comes out. It makes a big batch. I'm going to do it in a couple of pans because it will freeze nicely. No problems with freezing. You just want to leave it in the refrigerator overnight and then maybe give it an extra 10 minutes just to see that it's done all the way through. So let me bring it down to the counter and we'll mix this up and get it in the oven. It's really a dump and go casserole. It doesn't take much time at all to get it together. Be right back. Hold on. Okay, here are the ingredients you're going to use. You need 1 large bag of Ore-Ida or any brand. This happened to have been a Walmart brand. Hash brown potatoes. Now, you can use these. This is the, I don't know what you call them, shredded hash browns. Or you can use the cube hash browns. Or you can use ones that are called O'Brien. The O'Brien I would have used, but I didn't have them. The O'Brien has peppers and onions already in it, okay? We're going to add a half of a chopped onion. Okay, we're going to add 1 stick, and this is how old that recipe is. It says to add 1 stick of oleo, but I'm going to add 1 stick of butter, melted, 1 pint of sour cream, which would be 2 cups, 16 ounces, in 1 pan of cream of chicken soup. And let me just mix this around first. I'm going to switch to a spoon. These are those Dollar Tree spatulas, and they're good for some things, but when you're trying to, if there's any weight in what you're trying to mix, they just kind of bend all over the place. You want to get your potatoes defrosted. You can use them frozen, but the texture will be just a little bit different. Now I'm going to add 2 cups of cheese, which is this bag, but I'm going to just save out a little bit, put on the top. It's funny that you have recipes like this, and you know, I guess some of them, they're tried and true. I got that recipe from my daughter-in-law's mother, and we went to Easter dinner one year at their house in Ohio, and it was before my son and daughter-in-law were married, and they've been married 26 years, so it was a number of years ago. Now I'm going to use this 8x8 pan because there's only the 2 of us. And it makes a lot. Let me just move this out of the way so I can get the pan in view here. What I'm going to do is to make us some breakfast casseroles. And these are nice, they'll fit right in my toaster oven. And that's more than we're going to eat at a breakfast casserole, but I think I'm going to take a little bit out of these because they'll run all over the oven. Now, I'm going to freeze the 2 little breakfast casseroles, so I'm not going to put any topping on it. Let me just rinse my hands. But on the one, the black piece on one of the potatoes, on the ones we're going to have, I'm going to just add some crushed up And you just can freeze these other ones just fine. Just don't put the topping on them. And then when you go to put it in the oven, you can put the topping. And I'm going to put just a few little pats of butter here and there. Boy, I tell you one thing I haven't been able to find, and it's too bad. I never knew so many people like to make their own bread. Or there aren't so many people that like to make their own bread, but everybody's trying it now. I guess they were afraid they'd run out of bread. But there's plenty of bread in the stores, but there's no bread flour. So I have some bread recipes that don't call for bread flour, but the ones I like the best do. Okay, here it is, all set. It's going to go in a 350-degree oven, and it says for about an hour, but we'll check it, and I'll show you what it looks like when it comes out. Back in a bit. Well, there you go. Here it is, right out of the oven. And actually, mine was in there just 50 minutes and not quite an hour, but it was bubbling away. I think you want to let it set a little bit. Not bad. But I'm going to try to take a taste, but I'm going to take some out and just let it cool there for a few minutes because it is so hot I couldn't try it right at the moment. So I'll be back just a couple of minutes and give you a taste test. Okay, here I am. I hope I don't burn my mouth. Hot, but excellent. Excellent. Oh, I was going to have some more. Anyway, Cracker Barrel has nothing on me. Very good. I think it's going to need a little salt and pepper on the plate, but I'm glad I didn't put any in there because there's cheese, a lot of cheese in there, and the cheese is salty. But anyway, so that's our casserole. I'm going to just bring you down to show you again what it looks like while we talk. Here we go. And it's hot. Here we go. And you can see it get nice and crunchy on the top. It's delicious. It's just delicious. So make this up with whatever hash brown potatoes you like. It makes a lot. It feeds a crowd. And it really is tasty. So I'll see you again Tuesday. We'll figure out what we're going to do for craft on Tuesday. Everybody have a wonderful Easter. Stay safe, play by the rules. And everybody play nice now. Bye-bye. Love you.